Hello, my lovelies. It's Susanna, and today I want to show you 3 questions from the police entrance exam in Germany. Let's start with question number 1. Calculate. The order of operations does not need to be followed. Okay, that's weird. We have to calculate all of this, but we should forget about the order of operations. So usually you would start with the multiplication and the division first. So you would calculate -4 times 2 here first, but they tell us forget about this rule. Okay, and I guess we just start from left to right then. Okay, everything goes against me that we have to do now, but we follow the instructions of this test. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Plus 6 then equals 16. Minus 4 equals 12. And now we just multiply the 12 by 2, so we get 24. We add 6, that gets us to 30. We subtract 4, so we get to 26. We add 7, which gives us 33 then. We add another 2, and we get to 35. We subtract 8. And we get to 27. We multiply by 2, and we have 54. We add 6, which is 60 then, and then we divide the 60 by 4, which is equal to 15. So this is our result of this weird question. Number 2. Which answer is correct? Estimate your result. Okay, so this time they want us to add these large numbers, but they don't want us to really calculate the result exactly. They just want us to estimate our result, which is weird again somehow. I mean, the results themselves, they're not so close to each other, so maybe it works. Let's see. This number is pretty far away from the 62,000, so I don't really feel comfortable with just saying this is around 62,000, so let's skip this number for now. Here, yeah, this is pretty close to 9,000, so I'm okay with that. This is pretty close to 6,000, so in total we would add 15,000 to this number, which would get us to 76 something. So this would be answer A. But to be honest, I wouldn't feel really good by just saying or just taking this answer. So I would actually just add the numbers. It shouldn't take too long if you just start with the last digit. So 8 plus 2 equals 10, plus 6 equals 16, so you would have 16, so 6 as your last digit. What is only possible here? This is not possible. Okay, here we have another 6 at the end. Here we don't. Here we have another one. Okay, so let's check the next number then. Here we have a 5 plus 7 equals 12, plus 4 equals 16, plus the 1, don't forget it, gives us 17. So we have to have a 7 next, which is the case here. Here it is not a 7. Here it is not a 7. So we would have our answer as well. And I would feel comfortable with this, and I would know this is really the correct result. Okay, question 3. Of 90 questions on the entrance test, an applicant answered 54 questions correctly. What percentage of the questions did this applicant answer correctly? We have to find this percentage, and the first thing I would check is if the things they give us match with the things they ask from us. So they give us the information that this applicant answers 54 questions correctly, and they ask for the percentage that this applicant answers correctly as well. So they could have asked maybe the percentage that he answers incorrectly. So this would have been a little bit more difficult, but they don't. They give us the same things here. So he answers 54 questions correctly of 90 questions. So we can calculate this ratio. It's 54 of the total of 90 questions. And now we only have to see which percentage this is. So let's reduce this fraction a little bit because it's not so easy to calculate it like this. But both numbers are divisible by 3. So 54 over 3 equals 18, and 90 over 3 equals 30, so that we have 18 over 30. Still not so easy to calculate, so let's reduce it more. Both numbers are still divisible by 3, so 18 over 3 equals 6, 30 over 3 equals 10, so that we have 6 over 10 now. This is way easier to calculate, so you could write it as a decimal number, as 0.6 if you want to, but I would choose another way here. Because we have a 10 in the denominator, it would be great if you're working with percentages to have a 100 in the denominator, because a per 100 is exactly what a percent means. Percent is per 100. So it would be really easy to find the percentage then if we have it in this way. And how can we get a 100 in the denominator? Well, we had a 10, so we can just multiply the denominator by 10, but then we also have to do the same with the numerator. So also multiply it by 10. 6 times 10 equals 60. So now we have 60 over 100, which means 60%, and this is answer B. I'm curious how you solved all of these problems. Please let me know in the comments. I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care!